Preparing for the next race. Hopefully, it's not too hard. We'll just have to see what happens. 10 out of 12 races have joined, waiting for 2 more. Pretty colorful collection of cars, including my own. If I were human, I'd say that's one of the best things about racing, but I'm a droid on a mission. Whoever the last 2 races are, they'd better hurry. From my observation of the rest of Task Force Romeo, I know that they don't wait forever for the last races to come. They typically start within a couple of minutes. The track has been identified as Bone Cavern 2. Well, so much for an easy track. Hopefully my fuses can take it. Hehehe, and we're off. The lowest I can safely place is 7th, according to V3D1, so I'd better do the best I can. Still, the hard part is just up ahead, and the red barriers are about to come out to play. Alright, try to fly over this without hitting the ones up above. I'm not doing a very good job avoiding the barriers, but I am in 3rd place, so all things considered, I'm still doing pretty good. We're all so close together that my placement is fluctuating wildly on my heads-up display. This was one of the things that convinced V1D1 that she was malfunctioning during her final race. However, it was overwhelming her CPU, so there's that. Mine, however, is only a little bothered by the constant flux of placements. On top of that, I'm on my 2nd lap in 7th place. Or, more accurately, hovering between 7th, 8th, and 9th place. I seem to have pulled ahead a little. But this is only the 2nd lap, and placements don't start mattering until the home stretch of the final lap. Once the moment of truth arrives, I need to deploy Task Force Romeo's secret weapon strategy to pull ahead just enough to get the rating percentage up. Now I'm in the eponymous Bone Cavern again, avoiding as many barriers as I can as I go through. I know it looks like I'm not even trying, but it's harder than it looks. Only someone who struggles with this track as much as we do can understand how hard it truly is. Now I'm on the last lap, and in 6th place. En route to the first Bone Cavern for the last time this race. I think I have a pretty good starting angle this lap. Nope, I still hit the barrier. I am still in 6th place despite it, though, so I'm not doing too bad. It shouldn't be too much further to the next Bone Cavern. And, as predicted, there it is. Let's see if I've learned the nuances of getting through here while hitting as few barriers as possible. So far, not terrible. I avoided all but one. And now it's time to cross the finish line, getting 6th place. That's just one above the 7th place minimum, so I just barely squeaked out a small victory. Ready for the next race. We commando droids were built for high-pressure situations, so if I have to run a hard track, bring it on. Wait, isn't this Bone Cavern 2 again? Way to give us 2 identical tracks in a row. Especially with both units being from WA Labs. This should be too easy. Come on, racer number 12, join already. We literally won't wait all day for you. I guess, while I wait, I could analyze what I see for future reference. There appears to be a balloon up ahead, some flags, a few mountains, finally. And I was right, it was Bone Cavern 2. Pulling up track data uploaded by V2I1. Analysis complete, ready to roll out. Already shooting up in placement. But, this is the easiest part of the track. I'll be slowed down a little bit by the first turn, but that's nothing compared to the barriers past said turn. The ones on the outside are child's play compared to those within the cavern. Still, if your timing is off, they could trip you up as well. All I'm saying is, easily avoidable or not, still be careful. And now, I'm going through easily the hardest barriers to avoid. I wonder if riding along the ceiling could help.
a little. Not that much, unfortunately. When I said that this track would be too easy, I didn't mean that the rest of the races would be too. All I meant was that the data for this track was freshly uploaded to the YLab server, and I could readily analyze it and avoid some of the easier barriers to avoid. I'm not entirely sure what just happened back there, but while trying to prevent a racer from passing me, I was sent into the side railing. Then when I got loose, the Angel Maker just stopped. Now I'm on my second lap in 9th place. I don't know how I'm struggling so much. The track data is fresh in my hard drive. I shouldn't be forced to stay in the danger zone like this. I have to pull up to at least 7th place. Any lower than that, and I'll get my first strike in my first ever race. Come on, Angel Maker, move it. There's the hardest set of barriers to avoid. Let's give it our best. Wait, did I just avoid all of them? Well, don't celebrate just yet, as there's another tunnel coming up that could break the streak. Activating thrusters. Oh, and break it did. Shoot. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. This is only the second lap after all. Anything can happen between now and the end of lap 3. Speaking of lap 3, I just crossed the finish line for the second time. This is where placement truly counts. Rounding the first bend for the final time this race, and heading en route to the first cave. Someone just demolished, and let me pass them. So now I'm in 8th place. For some reason, perhaps they saw that it was hopeless, and gave up, but Merkin Fishers left the racetrack. Something very similar happened to another member of Task Force Romeo, costing them a race. I refuse to fall into that same pitfall. Now my minimum placement has went up to 6th place, and now I'm in the home stretch, so I need to start picking up the pace. All I have to say about that is, with pleasure. And now, having done everything I could, I crossed the finish line in 6th place. Hey, at least I placed the bare minimum to raise the rank percentage. That has to count for something, right? Race number 2. Let's get started. I'll try to analyze what I see, and see if I can identify the track right now. Well, I personally haven't seen the track from this point of view, but I do believe I recognize this as the track that overwhelmed V1D1. This could be rough. Once again waiting for racer number 12. Sometimes, we arrive on the track as the very last racer, other times, we're waiting on someone else. Such is a normal day for Task Force Romeo. They don't want to tell us the track name, but I've already figured out that it's one of the harder tracks. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. And just like that, it's a 34% boost that I won't allow to be ruined. Firing thrusters now. Yup, there it is. The infamous sideways road. This is in fact the track. Like I said before, commando droids were built for high-pressure situations. Racing on a hard track will be child's play compared to our very first major mission. We were to aid the V2 infiltrator droids in their final exam, and for being jester engineering battle droids, V2C1's army were exceptionally skilled, and kept us at bay for a while. There were demolition models adept with rocket launchers, assault droids peppering us with assault rifles, and then there were the dreaded droid assassins, which, if they hit our heads, would eliminate us instantly. It took hours just to breach the perimeter, and it was insanely hard just to keep their attention on us, and not the platoon of infiltrators whose task it was to penetrate into the inner sanctum. However, the tide turned once we managed to get them inside. When we joined them for the last assault against V2C1 during the test, we completed our mission, and ensured they passed. Compared to the test, this'll be nothing. I'm already on the second lap, and in 6th place. This, if nothing else, proves that I have observed everything that V1D1 has done on this track despite the angle being different, and learned from what she's done right, as well as what she's done wrong. This also proves what I was saying about this track compared to our first mission, firing boosters to get ahead. This is, however, a little premature, as the placement won't start truly mattering until the home stretch of the last lap, even though, it's satisfying to at least be up to 2nd place. Temporarily or not, you've got to give me that. Now we've made it to a junction in the track, where there's another sideways road on the right, and an upright road on the left. I took the road on the right, a decision that turned out to be beneficial, due to the speed boosters. Now going through the tunnel. If this tunnel doesn't go upside down, then it comes pretty close. Regardless, it has speed boosters and a checkpoint inside, so it's one of the most beneficial paths to take on this track. And we're just about on the final lap. crossing into 4th place. As I said before, this is the lap where placement truly matters, so it's here that I need to come up with a strategy to either pull ahead to 1st place, or maintain my placement in the Task Force Romeo established safe zone. With how some races suddenly leave, I don't know where the current safe zone is, so I feel pressured to at least maintain 6th place. If you guys don't remember what the safe zone is, then, essentially, it's 3 places above last, a placement that just barely makes a rank percentage rise. And you may be wondering why we strive for at least this placement. Well, truth be told, it's because any lower could drop us down a certain percentage, making us take longer to get to the target of gold rank. And that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is, if we lose bad enough, we could go down in rank. Not just in percentage, but in rank itself. From Silver 3, on the doorstep of Gold 1, to Silver 2. Hopefully you understand it now, but if not, I explained it the best I could. Okay, I placed 8th. Hopefully, races number 10 and number 11 was still there. Oh, racer number 11 left. That's a strike for me, I think. I got a 1% decrease in the rank, and also my first strike within Task Force Romeo. I have to make it up, this time. Analyzing what I can see, trying to identify the track. Results inconclusive. Plan B, hope that the track name is available. Maybe if I recognize the name of the track, I may be able to open a file on the track. Come on, races number 11 and number 12. We literally don't have all day. Join already. Oh, this is airborne. What a joke. This should be a piece of cake. Ha, I'm not even worried. The final countdown has started. Open the track file on Airborne and prepare to floor it. Track file loaded. Readying to launch. Error. Launch failed. Currently in danger zone. This is bad. I need to pick up the pace. I can get no lower than 7th place at the moment. Come on, Angel Maker, move. Okay, I've managed to pull ahead for now. I mean, sure, like I said, placement doesn't start mattering until the home stretch of the final lap, but I'd like to get up in placement sooner and hold it there if I can. I'm hoping that racer number 10 doesn't leave on the off chance that my systems crash and make me unable to maintain a high placement. At this point in time, I'm not too concerned, but I will acknowledge that anything can happen between now and the critical moment where it truly matters. I'm nearly across the finish line for the first time, and I am starting to get a little concerned. I need to pick up the pace again if I don't want to get a second strike from V3D1. That launch fail has damaged my chances of getting an early lead. I can't maintain last place. That's counterproductive to what I'm trying to accomplish. Come on, Angel Maker, work with me here. I know I'm the one not boosting, but we've gotten ahead of some of these guys without it before. Let's go already. Gliding across the upper highway, and heading into the final tunnel for the second time. We're in the home stretch on the second lap, and currently in 9th place. Again, placement doesn't start mattering until the 3rd lap in this spot in particular. Once I get here, I need to take off like a rocket. Maybe then, I'll be able to pull ahead just enough to make it into the safe zone. Even though, I decided to boost now, and I pulled up to 2nd place. Now I'm on the 3rd lap. I'm no longer concerned about my placement, but I will fight to maintain a high placement. Now driving on the upper highway where the boost pads are, then gliding across the second upper highway, and heading into the final tunnel. I'm still in 4th place, so I'm not worried about my chances anymore. Correction, I'm hovering between 5th and 6th place. I have one boost ready, and I have to wait for the right moment to use it. No better time than the present. And I crossed the finish line in 6th place. Now, let's see how many races there still are. Oh wait, what? That clearly said 6th place. There must have been a tie.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. The server's about to close down, and that's nice. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright, well, let's get on back up there and see if I can follow that part of the tutorial. Alright. Alright, so... Oh! Whoops. I got a little bit carried away there. Alrighty. let's try this again, except this time, maybe stay on the track? Alright. Come on. Let's, oop, that was a glitch. Or lag, whatever it is. Okay, so... let's see... where is the end of the track? That's my next question. I almost fell off just then. Imagine falling off this far in. It would be quite a trek back to the station, and then quite a trek further back to where I fell. Alrighty, so there's that. Ah, here we are. Close to the mountain station. Right here. Well, let's go. Let's get it on. Alright, get this like so. And then keep on going like this. Alright. Hit that. And then there we go. 49. And dropping. So I just need to keep on pulling ahead with the track. Hopefully Odo's creation doesn't keep breaking, otherwise he's going to lose the patent in Bricktopia. I've got somebody else lined up for when that happens, or if that happens. Either or. And like I said before, there was a former model that broke, and the thin floor that you were seeing just a while ago was that exact model. So I need to get rid of this because it's in the way, and I also need to get rid of this for the same reason. So there we go. Now I just need to put this on up to where to where I had the end of the previous track. I really hope this is it. I really hope that this is the version of Sanctuary Railway that we actually get to travel back and forth with, because otherwise I'm going to be miffed, and I'm gonna have to start everything back over from scratch. Because, honestly speaking, when the Mark 1 broke, it really broke. Like, not just the track. It broke the station as well. So I need to really watch the Mark II and see if it does the same thing. Alright, so these two seem to be broken apart, and I just phased right through that for some reason. Brilliant. Just what I needed. And drowning. Brilliant. Another thing that I desperately needed. Yeesh. Alright. So what part of this is at the lowest that it... Whoa. Okay. Alright, break this apart. So maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get that fixed up the way I want it. And that is to say, completely gone and out of the way. Okay. And with it glitching out like it does, I'm sure it causes the world to lag whenever it does, so I need to go on ahead and grab all of this. Right then, let's go. Okay, that seemed to be as much of that part as was connected. And you're going to really be stupid, aren't you? Get out of here. Go. Alright. Now I just need to stupid skeleton. Die. Again. Because you're technically not alive in the first place. Or at least you're not supposed to be anyway. Alright. At the very least, they're not flaming skeletons. I have seen some of those on the island, so I need to stay on the lookout for those. Hopefully they never come, but you never know. Yeesh. Alright. Okay. Just smack that out of the way. That does beg the question, what would the attack style of a flaming skeleton be in this world? Shooting flames at you? Using a crossbow? Or something else? Guess I'll find out if I ever run into one, huh? Okay. It doesn't seem like I can reach that right now. Alright. Well, that's gonna be a right nightmare to deal with, isn't it? And I'm hungry. Brilliant. Alright. Well, let's get on over here and smash this. Alright. It would be easier with my fists. Somehow or another. Okay, oop. Okay. Okay, so it can't stay afloat while I'm on top of it. That just shows how much buoyancy it doesn't have. Alright. Okay. Well, that's my favorite type of problem. The ones that essentially solve themselves. Aren't those just the greatest? Alright. So that there. Would I be able to reach it from here? No. Well, that's unfortunate. Am I just gonna have to deal with this thing being right here, or is there a way that I'm going to be able to push it down the river to where I can break it again? Oh, speaking of which, I can just do this for now. Okay, and it looks like that might have helped out a little bit. Uh-oh. The current's too strong for me to swim against there. Okay. Alright. Nah. Okay. Yep. That's gonna be delightful on top of what I'm already having to go through. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Come on. Dang it. Alright. 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 Come on. Okay, just to smash that. Come on. There. Okay. Come on. Come on. That. Alright. I'm gonna have to take care of something desperately. Alright, I don't have any. Shoot. Oh boy. Alright. Can I find any is the next question. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. Maybe back at the village? Maybe back at the station? Alright, so the... Uh-oh. Alright, okay, there's something here. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Eat it. Ah. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright. Well. We're gonna have to go back out there and get it. Fortunately, it looks like the bag is right here. So I can just grab it and go. Okay, that was a bit of a hiccup, but okay. Right then. Now what? Alrighty. So just close the door here. And... Alright. Well, I'm about to get kicked out anyway, so I might as well return to lobby.